Say it again, please.
Last night it seems like they were able to get you even closer to the rim than usual. What are they doing, and what is Miami doing that's made that possible?
How am I getting closer to the rim?
Yeah, it seems like more than in past games.
Just rolling. Nothing more, nothing less than that. I think Doc has me doing more rolls than versus set more picks. Prior to discussing some of the things where the set picks get ready, get Paul, get our shooters open, and the influence rolling to the basket yesterday.
Kevin, you guys talk about always wanting to play inside out. Is it easier said than done, and why was last night you guys were able to do it so effectively?
We just simply did it. Not more and less than that.
Kevin, you guys in a similar situation last year. Lost the first two to Miami, won game 3, you had a big game.
I don't remember last year.
Was this year, Ray was saying he thinks your guys are just stronger this year, mentally, etc. Would you go along with that?
I always consider us a mentally strong team, a physically strong team. It starts with our coach. We've always never lacked confidence. Consistency has always been sort of the word around here. Putting those things together, putting that team out there, being consistent with all of those things has been our biggest problem, if anything. I've never questioned our mental toughness nor our physical toughness since I've been here.
Kevin, why is the way Doc smartly manages rest so important with this team?
Because we are an older team, very similar to how I think Pop does San Antonio, or at least that's what we hear. Managing minutes, managing time is important to an older veteran team. At the same time, preparation. I don't think a lot of people. I think a lot of people think when you think fatigue, you think more physical, but it is mental aspects of it also. And when you're trying to gain perfection and gain plans and being strategic, you gotta have both and be on with both. So the rest is always good.
Kevin, when you get to this level of the playoffs, are there more in-game adjustments than even earlier in the playoffs and in the regular season, just because of the level of competition?
Yeah. That doesn't mean you go on the fly. And what I mean by that is, the game is so fast that you have to make, decisions at a split of a second. But you have the time to prepare, and a lot of the different plays. The other team, what they want to do, what they ate for breakfast, what they ate for dinner. So kind of makes it a little more difficult from when your margin of error is an issue. You're expected to be there because we've drilled this in you, and this is what you're supposed to know. So from strategy, you have to know it. But you can mess up a couple times in the series, and that can cost you the whole series. And that's the importance of the margin of errors and perfection. Probably is the biggest thing, or the biggest keys to when you get into series.
Kevin, how'd you feel like you responded defensively from the first two games in Game 3, and especially on the boards?
I just thought Game 3 was more of a desperation game, and we have to play like that. We have to get these two at home by any means necessary, and then deal with whatever after that. But I felt like the way we played in Game 3 is the way we have to play. This team is too athletic, too good, too confident, too well coached, too well sound defensively to come any other kind of way.
Can you talk about the key